And welcome everyone to Game 2 of our tournament. This time it will be TheFollower as our Protoss, again in the top left, in Akilon waist, versus Yes, his name is Definitive Article, and he will be our... Is that pink or purple? I'm gonna go with purple. I'm gonna say that he is our purple Terran in the bottom right. Last game, we saw Follower get beat, with SKD taking home the win of our first qualifying match. Now, I think he can redeem himself in this game. Honestly, they're both starters, and is playing as Terran, which a starter will have the most experience with, but knowing these two players, I feel Follower is just sort of the better of the two. I will be interested to see the strategies coming out. The map, of course, Akilon Wastes. A map, it's pretty common, people know it. Very macro-oriented, you got a lot of bases, got a lot of Xel'Naga towers. Really easy to grab these and hold them. Really good scouting. Basically, you can't run by. I mean, especially if you're playing as Zerg, you can get like 4 lings, take all these towers, and just have complete knowledge of almost everything that goes on this map. Also, this third base is really easy to defend and take. On the other hand, Terran can really exploit this long distance between your main and third. Just take medevac, drop here, get in here, boost over this way, drop here. Army has to come around, so you just pick up, go here, start picking up buildings, start picking off probes. Really good. I suppose I really should be talking about this base because it would be awkward for the Protoss to be dropping the Terran. On the other hand, warp prisms have been buffed, so we might actually see that kind of play. Very different opening style, pretty aggressive one. Cybernetics core before gas, normally not something I would suggest because you're going to need that gas. Double gas, though, on the way from maybe we'll see some Reapers or just a bunch of add-ons, don't know. I do not know. What I do know is that I would very much love to see an orbital out of It would be very useful. There are some plans which can call for you to delay your orbital command. I'm not really a fan of any of them. That's the thing. Although, honestly, my Terran has sort of changed recently. I very much prefer 2-Rax Reaper openings. Just sort of be really aggressive, poke around, kill workers. It can be very difficult to deal with, you know, like 5 or 6 Reapers in a base. Especially just micro them back, you know, take probes, stalkers come around this way, just run around. Got as much range, way more speed, and of course you heal. And that makes a huge difference. It seems our units tab is a bit messed up. It is not actually showing. There we go. We got that fixed. Now we now have our unit count, 5 Marines. I honestly feel that if this is well microed, it favors our Terran at this point, but I do not feel that either of them will be going for an attack anytime soon. Twilight Council on the way. I feel like we're either going to be seeing... with the amount of zealots, I want to say charge. This is definitely either charge or DTs, because this amount of gas is just... The amount of gas income he has versus the amount he's spending is quite large. There's a scan. That scan is not going to show him much. It's not even going to show him that Twilight Council. It is completely out of view. Now, what are we going to be seeing out of you? Zealot leg speed. Zealot charge. Going all StarCraft 1 on you, saying Zealot leg speed. Oh man, gonna get my Citadel of a Dune out. You know, just It's just all part of the plan. And after that, I think I'm gonna go get my Dark Archons, go DT Corsair, and use that to distract them as I take their workers, so that I can have, you know, twice the amount of. Yeah, this is not this. Those Marines, even microed, all that you can do is micro hard and run away. Not going to help. It's just not. And, you know, I honestly feel that if he lets these zealots chase him all the way across the map, yeah, he might actually be in some serious trouble. He does not have a bunker down. He does not have... there's the bunker, but it is going to be much too late. That bunker does not have a chance of finishing. Those zealots are just going to plow right through. Zealots are extremely good versus Marines. No matter how much you micro, there is the fact that Zealots simply are as fast and a million times stronger. Now, basically, he just needs to buy time for that. No, not going to happen. He needs to buy time for that bunker to finish, however he can. I honestly might suggest running the workers down at this point, because if he does not get something out soon, he's doomed. He needs to close his ramp off. It's way too late. This game, yeah, he's just got zealots in his base. This isn't good. Those zealots have charge. He is lifting off. That isn't going to help him much. It's just not. Honestly, I would like to see a Marauder now. Or Reapers. A Marauder or Reapers. I don't know what those pings were about. We do see is fleeing his base. Very bad manners of him. Though honestly, I'm not surprised. He does have quite the bank, so he could attempt. But with anything he attempts at this point, I'm not really sure what he can do. I'm just not. And we will see this landing at his at what we would call his 5th base. Well, you know, although even then, I don't honestly like this as a 5th base. This base is like my 6th base, honestly. I prefer to take this is my 4th, this is my 5th, just because it keeps that nice area here where I can defend pretty much all of my bases from pushes coming from this direction. I mean, you still have to worry about attacks from this area, but you've got the watchtower here. You've got ample time to react to that. We do see +1 attack on the way and a reactor starport. Yeah, cancels that. Probably going to go for a tech lab, I would think. No, he is moving again. Now, I would normally assume that you'd want to go for a tech lab at this point. Basically, since your only real hope is to get Banshees and hope that he sticks to Zealots, which is precisely what he's doing. We don't have robotics. We do have forges, but there are no pylons in the worker line. Meaning that a couple of Banshees really could ruin this day. Now these Zealots are going to go base hunting. Yeah, you know, this game has honestly sort of developed into Bronze League heroes. We are now watching a never give up, never surrender strategy of our Purple Terran. The has, again, quite a bit of bank, but for supply, as opposed to the 76 supply of Follower, who has even more bank. And photon cannons, I'm honestly not sure why these photon cannons are here. Basically because there is absolutely nothing that can attack him. And I mean, even if he is attacked, he could just warp in. I mean, and look at that production. Just throwing it down, adding it on. It's all good. There's not really much they can do at this point. Like, once again, would love to see a tech lab. I can't really see how Vikings or medevacs are going to matter, but Banshees could turn the tides. He's gonna want Banshees and tanks. If he can just hold out for a little while, he's dead. I mean, there is not much he can. Is that on fire? Is that burning down? It is burning down. Follower seems to be thinking this one just correctly through, lighting them all on fire. They are doomed. Nothing can be done. Are we gonna see a GG, or are we gonna give up and never give up, never surrender? Oh, I sort of wanted to go with, yep, there we go, never surrender, never give up. I mean, really, honestly, why would you give up? I mean, do you think, just think about it for a second. If we take this game and we say, well, it's it's Terran versus Zerg, right? And all these Marines, and I'm some commander sitting aboard, in the Hyperion or in my battle cruiser giving orders to the ground troops, right? Because, you don't want to be in the command center. If you're in this command center right now, you're just like, oh, yeah, I'm doomed. By the way, really ballsy move going to the third base, because he's going to pass right in view of this pylon. Like, right in view. Follower can see this. He knows where he's going. I will say that this is the only base that he does not have a zealot at. So if by any chance he missed that, which he has not, this would have actually worked out. Kinda, sorta. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, giving orders down from my battle cruiser. And what do you think happens when I surrender? How does a Terran surrender to the Zerg? That's basically me up in battle cruiser saying, oh, whoops, and leaving everybody to die. Yeah, Zerg. If you wave the white flag in front of a Zergling, you're just gonna lose your arm. Let's just face reality. Let's just face the reality. I will admit, I am very impressed with his dedication. I am also quite impressed that he's still alive. I'm not really quite certain how to cast this game. Not that I ever am certain how to cast Day 9 and Husky and Apollo. You guys make it seem so easy. This is not easy, and there's Day 9's hairdryer. You'll notice it falling into the... Did you see the physics on that? It bounced. I am very impressed. Geez, wow, that's just gonna add the bones of that orbital to the bones down there. Yep. And we've got some units building. No, they are not building. He is fully supply blocked. He can't do anything. This game is over. The buildings have been found. The void rays are on the way. Prismatic alignment has been activated. And Protoss seals the deal. Follower is now 1-1, 1 win, 1 loss. We'll see how he goes from here. And we're on to the third.